My sergeant was awesome. He always took care of me. But you know, we used to talk about, and in December of 2003, we were sitting in this old bombed out hangar in Samara the day that word broke that they had captured Saddam Hussein, just about 30 kilometers away from where we were up in Tikrit. And I mean, everybody's like, yeah, we're going home. And we did 8 years later. and like, this is cool. And then Mr. Loudmouth here, I said, you know what? I read that Ted Nugent, the rock star, was going to give $1 million to any soldier or civilian who captured or killed Saddam Hussein. And my sergeant said, you know what, sir, I read that same thing. And by the end of the day, it had just spread like wildfire amongst 4,000 soldiers in 3rd Brigade, 2nd Infantry Division. Yeah, some soldiers from another battalion, the other brigade, the other division, they're going to get $1 million. It just spread like wildfire. At the end of the day, it came back to me and my sergeant. We're sitting there together, and my sergeant said, sir, I said, what's up? He said, where did you read that about Ted Nugent? I said, honestly? He said, yeah. I said, on the wall of the porta potty in Kuwait. He said, I must have used that same one. Yeah, watch what you say. People will listen to what you say. I did get to go on R&R all 3 times. George and I were talking earlier. The first tour was working 20 hours a day, so I didn't travel a whole lot. I just went to Germany for 11 days, and I went over the mountain to Salzburg for 4 days. Went on the Sound of Music tour for my mother, of course. Of course, that's what I told him. I really had a great time. It was awesome. So long, farewell. It was fine. I saw the gazebo and everything. It was awesome. But I was in Bavaria there, in Garmisch, and it was so beautiful, just beautiful. And I've got my phone. Well, I didn't have a phone. I had my camera, I was taking pictures, and I noticed an American family there, and there was a wife and husband and 2 kids. And she told the husband and 2 kids to get next to this beautiful fountain with the Alps in the background. It's beautiful. And I was like, no, she needs to be in there with her family. So I walked over there to her, and I said, ma'am, would you like for me to take a picture so you can get in there with you? I guess I was stuttering pretty bad. I don't hear from George time because I've been doing it forever. You know, it's kind of like you know, if a tree falls in the forest, nobody's there to hear it. Same concept with stuttering. You know, so I don't hear it, right? So I'm there, and I asked her if she would like for me to take the picture, and she said, sure, that would be great. So they get over there, and I take the picture, and then I give back her phone, and she squeezes my hand and said, you speak very good English. I said, well, thank you. I'm from Alabama. But we have so much support from people on that. I keep looking at this thing here. Y'all think I've got a cheat sheet or something? I don't know why I keep looking over there, but we had so much support from back home, and I mean from churches, youth groups, civic clubs, and family and friends and corporate. I mean offices. I mean so much support from back home, and I did not get any more support than anybody. More than my grandmother. My grandmother is a sweet Southern lady. You know, she's got every Southern Living ever printed out on the side porch still, because you know she's my grandmother. There's certain things that they love. You know, they love Jesus Christ. You know, they love their grandkids. Then after that, it's kind of a toss-up. It's Buick's, it's Southern Living magazine, it's wrestling, and Cool Whip bowls. Cool Whip bowls. sort of
Save all them.
clothes. I mean, she just had them. But she would send me some things when I was on that first tour in Iraq. And on that first tour in Iraq, the mail would take about a month to get there, and the PX would run out of stuff all the time. So we routinely ran out of things. And my grandmother, she sent me something when I'm like, why did she send me this? This made no sense whatsoever. And then one day it clicked, because one of the tricks of the trade that you do when you get up every day, if you can, is you get your baby powder, and you put on every little cranny on your body to just help make for a much more better day office, because it absorbs all the moisture and everything. And I was good to go, but wasn't having a long day, and it was really hot, and I had run out of baby powder. But then I remember in one of these care packages, my grandmother had sent me a 5-pound bag of self-rising flour. So I got that self-rising flour, and I threw every little cranny on my body. It was good to go. It was nice. It was tingly. Life was good. And I had like a long 20-hour day, and I got back into my hoops that night, and when I pulled my shirt off, 2 biscuits fell out.